See, man, it all means something.
You're kidding me, right?
No, do I kid, do I joke, do I saunter with my lips and suggest things that... Okay, just bear with me, man, right? So these pawns, right?
Yeah.
There are more pawns on the board than any other piece by by times 3. That's probably too big, but it's a lot more than the other ones, right? And they all just want to be something else. They spend the entire game just fighting, trying to get to the other side. I don't want to be me. I don't want to be a pawn.
So you're telling me these little wooden blocks on a board, I doubt that they think they should be anything.
They represent us. They represent how we're not okay. How we're only satisfied when we get to the end of something, never actually doing it.
No.
Just have a little bit of imagination.
No.
See that? See that? Right there.
Do you think you make any sense?
I do, because you see that with the first move they get to move 2, right? They get to move 2 with the first one, but then after that, only one move, man. Reality sets in. It shows how we all start with hopes and ambitions and drives, but once the game goes on...
One too many pills this morning.
Oh my... Okay, man, let me ask you something.
Why don't you just ask me?
I feel like I'm bombarding you, to let you...
You don't need to preface it with, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So by asking that question about a question, you're already asking me a question.
Right.
It's redundant.
Yes, well, I agree that there are a lot of questions there, but it is kind of like letting you in. Fine, okay, let me just ask you a single question.
Then no.
I'm asking it anyway. First I'll move. So, how often, see that? Mine also did too. Both of our pawns are the same, even though they're different colors. Okay, man, so, how often does the pawn get to the end of the board? Does it turn into something new? Does it reach its goal?
Maybe once a game.
Maybe once a game. And even if that, man, that shows you how we're all the same and we all want the same thing, but how really none of us really get there. And that's it.
So what about the rook and the bishop and the knight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every single one of them means something, is representative of a certain struggle, shows something about the world, about us. I just need more time to think about those ones, because that was all for the pawn, dude. Your move now. It has begun.
Checkmate.
Yeah, because I can't go over,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Nice. When'd you get so good?
I'm not that good. You're just incredibly bad.
Well, thank you for the encouragement.
What now?
Don't know.
Okay, with the knight. You remember those weird kids that think it's cool to be weird, so they're just weird for the sake of being weird, but they're actually, like, the worst. That's kind of what I think of the knight. And so, I don't think the knight's ever actually won a game because everyone doesn't actually know what to do with him. It's just like, oh, let me hop around and leap around, and nobody ever actually knows where he goes.
And why do they even call it the knight? There's no sword, there's no helmet, there's no shield. I mean, it's a horse.
It's a horse. Yeah.
If it looks like a horse,
no knight around.
call it a horse.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your thoughts on the rook?
What about the rook?
You know, what do you think?
I
What's
mean,
it?
I think it's the most straightforward piece in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like move-wise though.
Right. No,
Yeah.
exactly. But I also think it's another example of the knight where it doesn't like what the hell is a rook?
Mm-hmm.
It's a castle. It's
Well,
a
yeah,
castle.
I think it's. What is a rook?
I don't know.
At least with the knight, though, it explains it because like knights riding horses and
Right,
everything. But
right.
where does rook come into play for a castle?
Right. I mean, like the horse is like it's like okay, well, like I see how you're like affiliated with the knight, but what on God's green earth is a rook?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm out of chess banter.
Me too. Well, I'm bored.
We can play something else if you're bored, man. Like, you know.
Nah.
It's a beautiful day. Look, you can hear the birds chirping. The sun is out, man. There's like this breeze going. Come on, man. What's with the bored vibes? What's with the negative?
Well, I mean, doesn't everyone get bored? I mean, life's pretty boring.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to say that I don't get bored, but you know, focus on what's in front of us. What's positive.
I mean, that's just pretty boring.
It's not boring. Look, okay, this game has been played for at least hundreds of years. It's been passed down. In order to bring it here, people had to package it and design it and make it. We're sharing in it together. It's our fingerprints are all over each other, all over everything. You know what I mean, man? Is that boring?
So what? Yeah, I get that it's complicated and a lot of people have passed it down through generations after generations. A lot of people work hard on it. But then, after all, it still means nothing. It's just like, why do people make this game? You and I play it every week, but in the end, it doesn't matter who wins and who loses. We just start another game.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough. I get it. If you want to play, your move, dude.